Be here with you all. And I am broadcasting today from my art studio here in the Pacific Northwest. And it's a little chilly today, so I have on my warmer clothes. And we have had a beautiful, beautiful autumn, but everything changes. So today my topic is mastering the art of language and communication. And I am Sandra Longmore. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm an artist and an art teacher and entrepreneur, certified in life law of attraction and certified in life coaching. And my purpose and my intent here today is to bring you the best content possible because I think you're worth it. And I think that it's worth my time to explore these wonderful, wonderful subjects so that you get more out of the broadcast, and so do I. So, the mastering the art of language and communication, what is that all about? Well, I almost didn't even write this because I felt inadequate. So I felt like that I wasn't quite worthy of it. And I'm going to be delivering this same thing on Periscope. I'm a part of a group that delivers things on Periscope called Perry 10K, and I'll be delivering that here in just a few minutes live. So this is kind of the rehearsal, but yet it's live for you too. So I guess it's really not a rehearsal because you're very important. So I almost didn't write about the topic because I didn't feel worthy and because I thought it was kind of sticky. So I thought, well, I think what I'll do is look at it from a different perspective. Now, my last blog post, if you read it or you remember, or if you didn't, I'll tell you anyway. My last blog post was all about self-love and how to love yourself unconditionally, no matter what your faults are, no matter what your successes are, to just really do that because that makes life fuller and happier. And one of the reasons I do love doing these contents for you and bringing forth new things is that I get to explore the topic. And so I explored this topic and I looked at it from a different perspective. Mastery of language and communication. Now, I've been told in the past that I'm pretty good at communication by my bosses and some of my peers, but I really didn't believe it. I never, ever believed it. I had a head down like this when people would kind of tell me that. Not really, but it was kind of like that. So, my intent in writing and speaking about this topic is to help me understand why I feel I cannot write about it, and maybe you feel or can communicate the same idea to yourself. So, first of all, let's look at the word mastery as a noun. Now, if you chose, excuse me, to use the word master, changing weather here in the Pacific Northwest kind of clogs up the throat. So if you chose to look at the word master as a noun, you would find the word is defined in the dictionary as a person whose teachings others accept or follow, like a Zen master. And or another definition was a person eminently skilled in something as an occupation, science like art or science, the great masters of the Impressionist period. So both of those things really kind of threw me when I read them because when I think of the mastery as a noun, I feel that I cannot call myself a master. I will know it, I will know it, and it will tell you, that it just leaves out this important part. I'm flubbing up these words, but it just leaves out this important part. See, mastery already has got me going. So it leaves out this important part of me, and that is the part of me that I really highly value. And next, I'm going to tell you how I made peace with this important part. So instead of looking at it as a noun, mastery, I went back to the dictionary and I looked at it as a verb. Now, mastery as a verb means to make oneself master of, to become an adept in. Now that feels better. That's got more flow and more gliding feeling. And this just makes me feel better. I like feeling that I am progressing in my language skills and communication skills, and that I can, that straightened my brain out. And so then I can find fun in becoming a master, in progressing as a master. And then that opened it up to me, because then I can go ahead with this topic in a more true way for me. So now I'd like to share with you 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, to loving to communicate more successfully. Instead of how to master your communication and language skills, I got it down to 3 steps to loving to communicate successfully. And I like this sounds better. It feels better in my heart. So number 1 in those steps is knowing where you are at the present moment. And this takes inner work. As I demonstrated above with my questioning of my thoughts about the idea of being a master or not, you got to do the inner work until you can find peace. You find your place in this whole scheme of things. So that's number 1, knowing where you are at the present moment. Number 2 is being comfortable with your own inner values. Being comfortable with your own inner values on a subject will change your body language. It literally makes you more grounded. You come from the heart place, and then you're not pushing against or trying to persuade when you really don't feel it yourself. You are then congruent. You're together with your words and your body, and then what comes out of your mouth is true. Number 3 is take time for self-inquiry. So important. When your feelings are triggered by others, or just this topic, when it's triggered and you don't feel so good and you feel bad about it, then it's time to take it to self-inquiry. Is this true for me? Take it to your journal. Take it to a coach or a counselor. I want to find the truth of this. I want to find where I am at in my core about this subject so that I can go further. Now, to recap, just be gentle with yourself. Yeah. Just be gentle with yourself. Sometimes funny words are going to come out of your mouth, and that's okay because you love yourself unconditionally. So be gentle with yourself and don't question every single word that comes out of your mouth. And because this only stops, this pushes against your authentic self from coming through. And know that you've been placed in this world for a reason, for a very, very good reason. Someone on this planet needs to hear what you are saying right now, today, needs to hear these words, needs to repeat this aha moment when they started listening to what you have to say to someone else to help uplift them. So I encourage you to continue to grow and develop yourself in the areas of better communication and language skills, because your effort will help you feel more self-confident and build your self-esteem as you see yourself improve. And you will. You will. So as a bonus, I'm throwing in a bonus here. Find a supportive group, that you can practice the skill of communicating and language. And be sure that group is a perfect fit, and that you feel comfortable when you get feedback from that group, and it doesn't just make you, shrivel down to nothing where you put your head down like that. But it makes you feel comfortable so that you can go further. And in developing communication skills and language skills, we live in such a beautiful time where we can talk to one another on this internet, on Periscope, on other venues. It's just magnificent that we can do it in a flash. We can put on Periscope is the latest immediate way of communicating with people in a real and raw way. Or we can put up a Google Plus like this and share information that goes right up to YouTube, and then other people can engage in it and take it further. So I really feel that the angels are smiling on us today with our technology and with our communication skills. So I would like to share with you more good thoughts about this. So check me out at my internet site. It's right down here. Whoops, right down there. Sandra, I don't know if I'm down there or not. But anyway, Sandra Longmore, and sandralongmore.com/events will tell you what I have got up, what I'm up to next. And if you don't see that, just email me, sandralongmore.com. And all my social media, and I'm in them all, is under Sandra Longmore. So I keep it really simple that way. And that's it for today. Bye from the Pacific Northwest, and I love you all. See you next time. Go out and do it, whatever your best self is, and have a fabulous day.